For 3 straight seasons, the Detroit Pistons were a punchline. Worst records. Historic losing streaks. People calling Cade Cunningham overrated before his rookie contract even ended. And then something insane happened. From 2023 to 2024 to 2024 to 2025, the Pistons improved by 30 wins, one of the biggest single-season jumps the NBA has seen in decades. Now in 2025 to 2026, Detroit sits first in the Eastern Conference. Not as a fluke, not off luck, but because their rebuild finally clicked. So how did the Detroit Pistons go from NBA embarrassment to top of the East? And why Cade Cunningham is the reason it worked? 21 to 22, the reset button. Detroit entered 2021 after a 20-52 record and won the lottery. They selected Cade Cunningham, not just to score, but to control games. That rookie season, they had a 23-59 record, still horrible. Cade averaged 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. The efficiency wasn't perfect, but the vision was obvious. Detroit finally had a real franchise guard. 22 to 23. Everything falls apart. Detroit doubles down. Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren. Then the worst case scenario hits. 17-65 record. Worse than last year. Cade shuts it down after 12 games. No spacing, no rhythm, no continuity. But underneath the losses, Duren flashes elite rebounding. Ivy shows star-level burst. Detroit refuses to panic despite Cunningham's injury and a horrible record. This was the low point and the most important year. 23-24. Rock bottom, but structure appears. The Pistons crashed to 14-68, including a brutal losing streak. But for the first time, Cade plays most of the season, averages 22 points and 7 assists, becomes the unquestioned leader. Detroit drafts Ausar Thompson, instantly giving them perimeter defense, athletic identity, and a defensive tone setter. They were awful, but now they made sense. 24-25, the 30-win jump. This is where everything changes. Detroit leaps from 14 wins to 44 wins, a 30-win improvement. Why? Cade Cunningham made a star leap. Jalen Duren anchored the paint. Jaden Ivey's role stabilized. And Ausar Thompson transformed the defense. That kind of jump only happens when a franchise player arrives. 25-26. First in the East, but let's be honest. Now we're here. The Pistons are first in the Eastern Conference. Are they championship favorites? Probably not. This doesn't feel like a title team yet. It feels more like a conference finals team. A group that can push contenders in the East, like the Knicks, to 5 to 7 games. A team nobody wants to face, but is definitely beatable. Cade Cunningham is now a 25-plus point per game scorer, a high-level playmaker, one of the calmest closers in the conference. Detroit isn't finished, but they're officially dangerous. Why this rebuild actually worked. Detroit didn't trade youth for fake contention, rush Cade back from injury, blow things up after losing seasons. Instead, they built around a true lead guard, prioritized defense and fit, let development happen naturally. That's why this wasn't a slow climb. It was a jump. The Pistons looked like a failure until it suddenly wasn't. Now, in 2025 to 2026, Detroit isn't a contender yet, but they're a real problem. And with Cade Cunningham leading the way, this rebuild isn't ending. It's just entering the part that actually matters. Thanks, guys, for listening in to the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Like and subscribe.